Mr. Fender 76 was out camping one night and was filming the process of getting all of his equipment set up. After uploading this video to his channel, somebody noticed something creepy in the distance.
Look how friggin' bright that is. This is amazing. Yeah, so these
Could this be an arm? But how is that possible? Apparently nobody was back there when this was recorded. Could this be a skinwalker? A few days after, Fender posted this follow-up video.
Okay, this road goes down to the lake, which is right there, and a public boat landing. This is where my truck was backed in. Well, it's actually a path, and that is the tree with the stick leaned up against it. As you can see, people illegally dump stuff out here all the time. Mostly trash, but a lot of animal carcasses too. And here we are behind the tree. It's where my Xterra was backed in. I'm about 5'10". I'm not a very superstitious person, so you're not going to get much out of me. I just think, if anything, somebody back here. So there's, across the lake is a neighborhood there. Boat landing parking is right there. All these trails, people use four-wheelers and dirt bikes, but they haven't been used in a long time.
In the end, Mr. Fender never found out what exactly was lurking behind that tree. But many people are sure that it was something sinister. The following video was posted by a young man who states that in this recording he came across something really unsettling. Apparently he had heard strange noises lately that for whatever reason seemed to occur after dark. He was just about to call his night when he felt that something wasn't right. He states, "Going upstairs to bed and felt scared all of a sudden. This really freaked me out." He wasn't sure what he saw that night, but if we take a better look, one could think that a creepy face is lurking out from the left lower corner in the other room. He was alone that night, so whatever this thing is, wasn't supposed to be there. Are we looking at a ghost here, or do you have a better explanation? This man just recently moved into his new home. When strange noises started to occur, he decided to document the happenings. What kind of creature could the man capture here? Look at these big eyes. Creepy. The following video was sent by Annette, and she just found it on the paranormal section of Reddit. It is said that it was captured by the security system of user Londo Lance that kept his recording private for over a year, before now deciding to share it and get critics' opinions of what we could be looking at here. He simply stated, "This was captured off of security camera outside my house. Something is trying to get in. Recorded between 2 and 4 AM. Thoughts? Well, let's take a look." There undoubtedly is something entering through the glass sliding door, and the comment section is baffled since nobody really had a good idea of what is going on here. Do you? Could it have been something on the lens perhaps? Very unlikely according to most comments, since the shadow just vanishes. If anything, it's creepy for sure. This young man from Germany was recording himself while sleeping because nightly disturbance regularly startled him, and tonight it happened again. At this point it is easy to believe that it was a poltergeist of some sorts, and the man was startled quite a bit. Now, what do you think? Real activity or a hoax? The next video was sent by Michael, and he told me that he found it in the ghost videos section of Reddit. It was posted by a random user who stated that the man who recorded this was out on an urban exploration in an abandoned school building in his local area. It was midday, so he didn't bring anybody else. After all, why would there be anything scary while it was still bright outside, right? However, as he was strolling through the hallways, he noticed somebody else in the distance. Oh, and please ignore the silly screen capture in the beginning. It is pretty unclear what that person was doing there. On first glance, they were just standing there, wobbling around for whatever reason, as if on drugs or medication of some sorts. And what would a person be doing there just like that? The man takes several more peeks, before out of nowhere, there's a person coming around the corner, straight towards him, which freaks him out pretty good. Was this one maybe just homeless? The uploader was under the impression that he was there alone at the time, but can we be absolutely sure? I don't think so. What do you guys think happened here? Strange. Maybe he came across a ghost that was bound to this place for whatever reason. Who knows? following clip was shared by Sharon. She thought that she might have captured something really concerning that night. It is an older recording. Sharon, her daughter and their dog were alone that night. She was putting together a little video diary for her family and was filming her daughter dancing to a song. She tells us, "My daughter and I were the only ones in the room. I was recording her Elvis moves to Luke Bryan's Drunk on You. Watching the video, I noticed some smoke and then an unknown person running through the background.
Do it.
A little predictable if you ask me. Don't matter. Texas. You're from Texas.
I'm not from Texas. Or I have to move.
Where are you going to live, Austin?
Go. You tell me.
The recording is a bit odd indeed, isn't it? Sharon swears that this wasn't cigarette smoke and no other person. However, I think we can't be fully certain about it. Who knows if she says the truth, given that the video was so old? This could be anything. Maybe it was a setup. Were they visited by a running entity, or was it just another family member? Another video by user Chaos Magic that the user has shared on Reddit. I feel it has been around for quite some time, yet I have never shared it before. It features two parents that are setting up their baby monitor for their newborn, and while the dad is playing around with the camera pan feature, the mother is staying with the baby in one of the rooms upstairs. However, after moving the camera a bit, there appears to be somebody with them on the upper floor that shouldn't be there. Let's take a look.
And can you move these things like left and right as well? Oh, you can. Oh, one sec. Let me check if I can get your face. Say hello, Lee. What the? Lisa! Who's behind you? Hey? Swear to God, is there actually anyone behind you? Seriously? I swear to God I will stop this.
An odd-looking face is peeking into the bedroom and disappearing within 2 frames of the camera capturing it. So we have to ask the question here, what has been recorded on video? Could it be anything paranormal? Of course this is possible. Unfortunately, we don't know anything about the backstory of this place or the family. It could also just be somebody in a mask or a smart edit. But it's pretty curious, isn't it? The following is a pretty creepy capture that was forwarded by user Shockwave74. He states that this image was captured by a wife and husband who had just moved into their new home. The wife grabbed their camera and decided to capture a picture of her husband on the sofa. However, there seemed to be somebody else with them that night. A pretty creepy looking face can be seen, seemingly hiding in between the steps of an assembly ladder. The couple is pretty certain that they had no guests in their home at the time, so who knows, maybe a former resident was visiting them from the afterlife, or even worse, an unwanted intruder. Whatever the answer, it's pretty safe to say, the couple must have had nightmares after seeing this head pop up on their photograph. The next video stems from Andrea, and she tells me that she found it in a paranormal group chat. It is said that a man was parked outside of an apartment complex and waiting for his friend to come down. It was pretty late and not many people were outside at the time. However, at some point he noticed that a person seemed to be standing underneath a dark and covered store area to his left, which was a bit odd since this man was pretty sure that nobody was standing there just moments ago. The man couldn't get his gaze off of that person and realized that whatever it was didn't move. It was just standing there, staring to the direction of his car. After a few moments, he grabbed his phone and started filming, and then this happened. First of all, what are we looking at here? Is this even a normal person, like the uploader suggested? It appears to have a strangely shaped head and possibly no shoes on. But it's a bit hard to go into deeper detail since, once again, Mr. Potato Head recorded this incident. Comments range from a possible alien sighting to a special effects trick or even a paranormal apparition. And we can all just speculate what exactly happened in front of that camera. What's your best guess? It's a pretty mysterious one. This was shared by user It's Isaac. In general, he doesn't really post much on his profile, and when he does, it's mostly gaming related videos. Tonight, however, he caught something quite intriguing on their CCTV camera that was mounted outside of their house. It was extremely eerie, he said, and he wasn't sure if whatever we see on this video was human.
Right now, you can go slow-mo. So weird.
At first there seems to be a person running, but then it transcends into the sky, like a balloon, until it's gone. And then there's a huge shadow of a creature with wings. His family and friends were also speechless and clueless. Nobody knew what had transpired here that night. It is quite unusual though, right? Is it a being from another dimension? Or what else is unfolding here? Just a glitch? Let me know. The following is a pretty unsettling recording, which has been shared by Carrie E. She has uploaded this video to Reddit in hopes for somebody to help her. She states, "This video is from a camera setup in my ex's bedroom. It's set so that it only records if motion is detected. It detected motion on the TV and recorded this. My daughter, her stepmom, and my daughter's boyfriend have all felt strange since living there. They've all had issues with lights turning on by themselves, or turning on and not being able to turn them off. They've heard voices coming from my daughter's room when my daughter isn't there. Also, my daughter said that when she's in the shower, the rest of the house sounds noisy. Kind of like if there was somebody in the house making a bunch of noise, banging stuff around, and then when she gets out of the shower, all the noise stops. The house has already been saged. Should they sage it again? Move perhaps?"
It didn't even pick up that motion.
We see strange shadow person at the right side of the screen. Apparently, nobody was standing there in the room. And then it just starts to the left and is just gone. Nothing is known about where the shadow originated from. But this doesn't look natural to me. What an eerie encounter.